All right, welcome back. This is Random Adventures. I'm Brian. This is Uncle Buck. Today's video, we're going to get into building a custom dash cluster with some custom gauges and switches and control panels and all the stuff. So stick around. All right, welcome back. So here we are. This project here, I got to get the dash together. I have a couple dash bezels here I've been playing with. Got an idea of what I'm going to do. I've done this similar things in previous trucks. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over with this dash bezel, and we're going to cut it out. I started on this one here, and I'm going to change it up a little bit here. Basically going to be cutting it out like such, but I'm just going to cut it over. I'm going to make this break right here on this line instead. Just makes it easier with the textured ABS plastic that's going to go over top of this. So I'm going to make an overlay that essentially is going to cover all of this stuff. And all you're going to see is the chrome ring that goes around the perimeter. Textured ABS plastic. I have many, many sheets of that, like this stuff. So this will be the face of the new cluster. I'm going to be using this in other places on the interior too, so it'll all tie in. And then I have my Speed Hut gauges that I had made quite a while ago. This is a GPS speedometer here, built-in tachometer. I don't know if you can see it or not. Did the custom blue needles on it, kind of like the new modern Fords. At least my F-150s and F-250s have all had this. And then this is their combo gauge. This has got fuel level, water temperature, oil pressure, voltage, all built into one gauge. And the cool thing is they all have programmable warning lights for all of the gauges. So I can program a low pressure light. A light will come on. I can an overheat over a certain temperature. I can program it. A warning light. Low fuel, like 1/8 of a tank, warning light. Does all the things. So these are going to be going in the dash. I have little LEDs to make the turn signal markers, the high beam marker. Also on the dash cluster is going to be the touchpad controller for my Quick 4 trans computer. This is going to let me toggle through all the different options, and it's a little display. It'll show me things like trans temperature, which is cool. I don't need to have a trans temperature gauge, a separate one in the dash. I can get that information right from this, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, just got to cut it all out for the radio. Stock heater control stuff will all be there in place. So basically, I'm going to get to modifying this. Came up with the idea, what I use here. Again, I'm not using this one, but some transfer paper or vinyl, whatever. It's for people to make stickers and stuff. Lay this all on here, cut it all out, then I'll peel this off. And that'll be my template to go on the ABS plastic. Then I just got to cut it out and make it look good. Then I'll figure out how I'm going to lay out all my gauges and stuff. And we're going to do that next. So this was a practice one, or it could be a mistake. I don't know, but we're going to take the real one here, and I'm going to rinse and repeat. So here's the dash bezel. Got it all marked out. Cutting out that piece where that center vent is. I'm not going to be using that vent. And then here, I'm going to cut all this out inside here, leaving little pieces in the corners there. So when I put the ABS plastic on there, the little spots I can drill and tap for some little machine bolts, something to kind of hold it in place. So yeah, so now I'm going to cut all this out with my little electric body saw. And then we'll get the transfer paper or transfer tape and get my two patterns. And there is the cutout bezel and how it fits. So now I need to make my ABS overlays. So let me get a pattern off this and we'll get those made. Okay, there's the transfer paper, transfer sticker, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go around, trim it all up, and get my pattern. And there we go. There's my two patterns. Okay, I'm going to lay this out on the plastic, get it marked out, and then we'll cut that. Okay, there's my first pattern laid out on the plastic. Now I'm going to mark out the edges and the two holes, and then we'll get this cut out. There we go. There's my two patterns. All right, let's trim them out. There we go. There are the plastic overlays. Just going to do a little bit of, I'm going to black out just around the edges of the old silver stuff, just so you don't see it poking through anywhere. All right, looking good so far. And there we go. Gauges are installed. Looks good. Turn signals, high beam, and horn. Beep, beep. All right, let's get it mounted. Okay, first test fit, but no wiring yet. And I must say, that looks pretty damn good. Very cool. Still got to mount the trans control pad. Let me go around the other side. That looks very nice. And here we go from this side. Speed Hut. I like that, the chrome still around the perimeter. Textured ABS. Heck yeah. All right, well, inside the truck now, doing the wiring portion of it. Really no good way to capture this other than I took the two original plugs that plugged into the original gauge cluster, and I just went through with a test light and I found all the wires for like the turn signals and the bright indicators, and I put those on their own new connection, left, bright, right, and I have that on the back of the panel. I'll show you that here in a minute. Then I found a 12-volt switch source, and I found I used my ohm meter. I found the wire in the plug for the sending unit, so I can tap into that for my fuel gauge. And yeah, an illumination. So that blue wire there, that'll be for the illumination. Once I have all the wires that I want, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna tape up those connectors, and I'm just gonna stuff them back there behind the ducking there, so it's out of the way. Then I can go ahead and take the panel, set it up in place, and everything is on plugs. So everything can just plug right in. Super simple. We'll tuck it all in. Only thing left I got to do is the original cigarette lighter port there. I got to open that hole up just a hair for the 12-volt power source that I'm putting in there. So I got to do that real quick, and then the cluster can get plugged in and put in place. All right, there it is. It's all done. Dash is back together, except for I need them two clips to go down there. But everything is together and working. I love the way that looks. Got my little voltmeter charging station there. So here we got lights. How's that look? Still got to program all the stuff on the gauges, so that everything there works. We got, so turn the key on. Turn signals. We got brights. Horn button's not hooked up yet. I gotta put a horn in it. And let's see here. Turn on the radio. Hopefully it doesn't hook up to my phone. But there it is. Look at the other side real quick. And here we go from this side. Got my SVT logo. Got the trans controller there. Got a little bit extra cable, I can pull that off. It's Velcroed. So if I want to pull it up in my hand, I can do that, or I can just do it from the dash. I love the chrome bezels and the chrome around there and the chrome on all the trim. It all ties together. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, well that's going to do it for this video. Nice, short and sweet, but the dashboard, the instrumentation is now done. Very happy. Again, all Speed Hut gauges. If you've never heard about Speed Hut, check them out. They are absolutely my favorite company to deal with as far as gauges go. The stuff they build is completely customizable. You need to go to their website, because I promise you, you will waste hours on their website custom building your own gauges with whatever colors, font, designs, the bezel designs, the needle design, all of that stuff. They are all completely customizable. I love them, and they're all made in America too. So, and they stand behind their products. So very, very happy. Everything I build comes with Speed Hut gauges. Everything. And I've been doing it since, I feel like 15 years probably, in everything I've built. So anyway, gauges are done. We're getting closer to the finish line with this truck. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Still got a lot more to do, but we're getting closer. So give it a like, give it a subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram, Random Adventures. And don't forget, click that notification bell. And I appreciate you guys watching. So we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.